Why censoring bad? Let's get into it right now. Hi, I'm Isaiah Fields. This is Isaiah's Corner, a show I host on YouTube where I give topics that are relevant to me, in a non-talk show way. Today we're going to talk about student censorship in media. But now, to begin, what is student censorship? Student censorship is the act of suppressing free speech by school administrative bodies or student-run news operations. Typically, this involves interfering with the operation and final publishing authority of a school newspaper, radio, television, or other electronic online content generated by students. At my school, McKinley Tech, this is starting to become a prevalent issue facing the news and media club that I do. Now, I do sports there. Over the past couple of years, let me shift to it. Over the past couple of years, student censorship, it's faded out of the spotlight. And there has been legal action against it, but the most important one was Tinker versus Des Moines, Iowa. In the case, it was basically the student press was arguing against the Vietnam War. And the person sued and won the right to gain freedom of press in their school. Good for that person. But I digress. Any censorship in media is unforgivable. But I'm going to focus on the educational aspect of it, or student censorship, a smaller version that doesn't get covered a lot. Now, I do sports at McKinley Tech, and it's been under attack by many ADs at McKinley Tech. An AD is somebody who is a director, but the A is for something. So, athletic director, admissions director, I think that's it. My videos are starting to become censored because of my opinions, which some staff members don't like, which I truly don't care about. I love doing it, and if you're hating on me, get away. Now, attack advisory videos and sports videos now need to be edited or given approval by our ADs. This puts a strain on the time it takes to prepare for next week. Normally on a Friday. After that, I'm getting scores, typing up the script on over the weekends or on Mondays, sending it in this way that it won't have to be edited. But now, it's practically typing in, sending it in, gets edited over the weekends, then I'm recording on Monday, which makes it easier, but again, the video is reviewed and lots of stuff is changed from it, which slows down the editing process and putting it out on time. Now, limiting your rights to free press is against the Bill of Rights. And it's clearly stated we have a right to freedom of assembly, freedom of protest, freedom of press, the right to assembly, and another freedom I don't remember. Another fact, in the United States, 13 states have laws that use the Bill of Rights to protect student journalists. DC doesn't have one, but Maryland has one. Since the topics are mostly about race, politics, and ironically, athletics, which I, the host of this show, lead. The only problem with censorship is that tensions grow out of proportion because of it. Meanwhile, McKinley Tech, we're kind of like nearing the edge of a strike, but we have to have a meeting on that basis of it. Tension also limits the way media can promote school media can promote school-related social media websites. Also, censoring the media takes away the virality or the believability of that news. Censoring can also take place because the staff or group of people wants you to promote something. I'm going to do this right now. The staff at my high school want me to promote the school in a way that can attract people there. They say our athletics department is good. I'm not lying to you. I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. We do not have the best football team. Our soccer team is bad, both boys and girls. Our baseball team, I barely hear about it. We have a swim team, bowling, flag football. Our regular football team is not the best in the league. Again, we have an okay basketball program, but we have lots of sports here that don't get covered. And censoring me can, in the grand scheme of things, ruin the chances for those sports to get covered. Also, to backtrack, Student censorship takes place also because people want you to promote something. I got this in the email. Additionally, if you'd like to be the sports reporter, it's imperative to know that the athletic director and to me as the admissions director are looking for material to market the school in a way that will encourage students to come to McKinley Tech as their choice of high school. I do sports. I'm not a walking advertisement. If that was the case, I'd be Chris Parnell wrapped up in a bottle. Not me, Mind Bialik wrapped up in a bottle in this case. That's what I would be. A tiny Mind Bialik. This is a picture of censorship. This is student censoring because, one, you want me to fully picture the report as something that fits your needs and requirements over what I think should be the requirements of it. My requirements and my grievances is that it's about sports, not about promoting the team or the school in general. I promote sports there and the athletics program, not the school at all. This takes place all over the world. Like in China, they have news that Xi Dada or Uncle Xi Jinping wants for the state to promote. Belarus, any totalitarian or authoritarian regime, you paint the state or government in charge, which is state-run, as positive as possible. Now, to be honest with you, it's horrible. It really is. Well, let's think about it. Censorship plays our worlds and makes it difficult to achieve true press freedom in both education system and professional news nowadays. Think about it. When have you seen an unbiased, censored newscast in any society? You barely do. CNN starting to shift to a liberal outlook on life, as well as MSNBC, Fox News, Newsmax, OAN. They're all conservative, which is really bad because now there's a differing divide between news stations around America. Like, there are a lot of conservative news stations and a lot of liberal or democratic news stations. They also get censored. Now, pretty rare news outlets have to edit and censor certain facts. Like, think about it. In war, news is changed up so the heroes let's think about it. I know. American Revolution. Americans in the British light are painted as these horrible people. In American or a colonial life, they're painted as a hero. This is censorship as well. It's not censorship. It is basically changing the outlook on it. But still, I consider it censorship in a small way. It's censorship as you're censoring the main parts of it, and you're gonna wrap it around and adding more words to it to add your opinion to it. And be like, oh, our valiant rebel army brutally destroyed the British at the Battle of Bunker Hill. But I digress. Censorship sucks, and to change it, we need to address it head on and maybe pass laws for student journalists or journalists around the world. This way we all have access to free press, not having to have it censored. Maybe some things can be censored, but we need to have strict limitations on what needs to be censored. Not everything needs to be censored to the point that it's just a censored article, or redacted to the point it's like a congressional bill. And again, censorship sucks. Address it head on so we can have unbiased news outlets and more believable, less sensationalist news shows from here on out, like stuff at Fox News. Heck, even Rachel Maddow's, all in with Rachel Maddow. No, that's all I'm gonna say. The Rachel Maddow show, it's sensationalist. It's like, ooh, what do we have here? 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 It's a microphone. And to be honest with you, Rachel Maddow is, in my mind, sometimes one of the best reporters that we have nowadays. But still, censoring, sensationalism, they all play hand in hand in why censorship plays our society today. People are now having differing opinions. Political systems are basically getting odd, and people are finding that they just want censored news now. And to be brutally honest, that's bad. But it's worse if you're a student trying to make it in the journalism industry, or trying to make it as a small journalist, just try to carry it on. Anyways, dudes, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching this episode of Isaiah's Corner. If you did like it, hit the like button down below. Hit the comment down below any ideas. Next week I'll try to make it about Black Lives Matter. or any other topic that's in the news that day. Also, please subscribe. Again, 5 more subscribers to 30. Bye, everyone.